Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Do you feel like you always have to be doing something or you can't sit still? Your girl right here. Many people feel the need to constantly be busy because society equates productivity with self-worth, pushing us to measure success by how much we do. We're conditioned to equate our worth with our output, which can create a mindset that doing more makes us more valuable. We are trained to go, 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 but after a while, the hustle and bustle lifestyle can do more wear and tear on our bodies and can be detrimental to our well being and our quality of life. It took me about a year and a half after retiring from the Air Force to feel a little more at ease and also accept my new lifestyle. I decided to make a change, and it wasn't just about finding new ways to stay busy, but also about rediscovering who I am outside of the uniform and realizing that I deserve a more balanced and intentional lifestyle. Now, if you're ready to say bye bye to the always on mode and embrace a life that feels less stressful, join me as we explore the soft life. And trust me, it feels amazing. I am going to give you 10 ways to help you live a soft life. Let's dive right in. All right. So, first off, what is a soft life? It's about choosing a life of intention where self care, balance, and well being comes first. All right. So, it's about embracing a lifestyle that promotes mental and emotional wellness. Now, living a soft life isn't about avoiding productivity, guys. It's about approaching it in a way that feels aligned, balanced, and sustainable for you. Living a softer life doesn't start with doing more or less. It starts in the mind and it begins with shifting how we see productivity, rest, and purpose. So that's what I want to talk about first is mindset because it's very important. Changing your mindset is the first step. If you're constantly feeling like you should be doing something, that is a signal that your mindset might need some realignment. Now, to truly live a soft life, we have to let go of that hustle and bustle culture or way of thinking. Okay? We have to embrace a new perspective. You have to change your mindset. That is the number one thing you have to do if you want to tap into a brand new lifestyle. You can't, if you want to lose 20 pounds, if you say, okay, I want to lose 20 pounds, you're not going to lose 20 pounds within the next few days. You have to firstly change your mindset and your way of thinking because first you have to tell yourself, okay, I want to lose weight. This is what I want to do. So now I have to start thinking of the things that I need to start doing in order to reach that goal of losing those 20 pounds. But in this case, your goal, your end result is to live a healthier, a more or less stress-free lifestyle, that soft life. So first things first is changing your mindset, changing the way you think about things. Changing your mindset is the only thing, the main thing that's going to work for you in this, in you pursuing your goal of wanting to live a soft life. Like I had to change my mindset big time because going from 20 years in the Air Force in such a regimented career field or career path, very high stress career. So I had to change my mindset because I was always on, like I was always on the go. I could never stop, like not doing something. And so in this part of my life, I had to change my mindset in order to make myself a little bit more healthy, make my anxiety, not as high, make my life a little bit easier and less stressful. Because if you don't think about those things intentionally, as far as your mindset goes, it's not going to work, y'all. I promise you, you will not be successful with living your soft life. And the second habit that I want to pass on to you guys is plan in advance. Now, y'all know I'm a planner, I'm an organizer, so I had to throw this in there. You want to plan in advance. And what I mean by planning in advance is packing your meals the night before. If you go to the gym early in the morning or you go whenever, like right after work, pack your gym bag the night before. Meal prep, write in your journal, write in your planner, plan out your day. These are things that you can do to help cut back on stress the next day. Okay, those simple things can help eliminate early morning stress and you rushing and you leaving the house and forgetting to do something. So try to plan in advance the night before. Planning the night before also prevents last minute rushes. But it also gives you that mental clarity and that energy to focus on what really matters, which is getting your day started and having a successful, productive day. Not saying, oh goodness, I didn't pack my lunch last night. So then you're trying to figure out what you're going to eat for lunch. And then you can spend 10 minutes of your lunch break riding around trying to figure out what you're going to have for lunch when you could have just packed your lunch the night before, which can be an extra stressor. Also, if you don't have time to leave your office for lunch, then guess what? You're either going to not eat or you're going to be eating from a vending machine, which is not healthy for your health. It's not healthy for your body. So plan in advance, guys. You can plan your day the night before in 10, 15, 20 minutes, less than 30 minutes. The third habit that I want to discuss is self care. Self care is non negotiable. Self care is essential to living a balanced life, whether that's you having a skincare routine, you spending time reading, you spending time meditating, doing your favorite hobby. Self care is about recharging and nourishing yourself. Okay. Taking time for your self-care shows that you respect and value your own well-being. And self-care is looks different for everyone. My self-care to me is going for my self-care for me personally is going to the gym, spending time with my family. Self care is also me taking the time each month to go, get a massage, go get a facial, get my nails done, my feet done. But for others, that could be different. Their other self care can be going for a hike once a month or going for a long ride on over the weekends, like a 30-minute ride, just driving. A lot of people use that method to um, think, have some time to themselves. That's their time to themselves. Okay, so self care can be different to everyone. It is not always, oh, I'm going to go to the spa, I'm going to have me a spa day. No, self care is what makes you feel good about yourself. It's about what makes you feel like you're taking care of yourself because if you're not taking care of yourself, then truly, how can you take care of others? The fourth habit I want to share with you all is be an early riser. I know some of y'all are like, I already have to get up early. I have an hour commute. I can't get up no earlier than what I'm already doing. But waking up early helps set that tone for the day. It allows you to not rush out the front door. Now, I know people that get up 30 minutes before they have to be to work. I personally cannot do it. I'm up at least 2.5 hours before I have to clock in because I just like to be able to start my day with intention, be able to have time to plan my day, or write in my journal. Also, it's nothing like having those quiet hours of the morning before everyone in the house start to get up because y'all know once everyone in the house start to get up, kids and everything, they start to get up. It's no more quiet time. Now you, as the parent, now you have to start focusing on what you got to do for these kids. But if you make a habit of getting up earlier, being an early riser, then you can have that time to yourself. Maybe that is your time to read for 20 minutes, or that is your time, to make you a nice breakfast, and and also if you didn't plan the night before or plan your day the night before, getting up early, being an early riser can also help you with that. It gives you the time to pack your gym bag or to make your lunch. That way you're not rushing and um you're avoiding, not being able to pack your lunch or grab that lunch bag, or I'm sorry, grab that gym bag. So being an early riser is one of the best things you can do as a parent, as a busy, person in general, because it sets that tone for the day. Like, who wants to walk out their door with 5 minutes to get to work, and you're rushing and you're, hitting traffic, and then now you're frustrated because you're going to be late for work and you wasn't expecting this accident or traffic to be backed up. So that will cause a stressful day for you just by not getting up in time or giving yourself plenty of time to do, what you need to do, and the unknowns, accidents, traffic, been military, the gate could be backed up. You never know. So being an early riser to help start your day off in a productive manner and not in a rushed manner, that could get you all kind of, discombobulated for the day, and you walking into work and frustrated because you were late because you sat in traffic that you weren't expecting, or because you got up late and now you're having to rush to get to work and you still ended up being late. My fifth habit on the list is take breaks, go for walks, and get some exercise in. You have to make sure that you're doing these things, especially if you work in an environment that can be very stressful, fast paced. If you can squeeze in a 10-minute walk around the parking lot, or go outside and just sit in your car, listen to music if you have to, just to kind of remove yourself from that stressful environment, do so. If you continue to sit there in that stressful environment without any breaks, I mean, it definitely can make you feel like you've had a stressful day. So find the time to remove yourself from that stressful environment or busy environment. Don't sit at your desk for your break. Get out of the office. Go for a walk after work. Go straight to the gym to help relieve some of that stress that you may have had at work during the day. It Working out works wonders, y'all. I love working out when I feel stressed, because while I'm in the gym, I don't worry about it. Like, I don't worry about the things that bothered me during the day while I'm working out, because that's my time. And also it helps me think about what's important, which is my fitness, my health, my mental health, my body. So take the time to take a break during work. Like I said, go for a walk, squeeze in your exercise during your lunch break if you have to, 30-minute walk. If you don't have the opportunity to do that during your lunch, go early in the morning, be an early riser and go to the gym, or go in the afternoon, go straight from work. Because if you go home, after work, you ain't gonna leave out to go back to the gym. I'm just saying, because I've been there, done that. Okay, the sixth habit that I want to share with you all is set some boundaries and learn to say no. This is something that I've struggled with probably my entire life, or half of my life, because it's just always been really hard for me to say no. I've always been that person where I wanted to always go above and beyond. I wanted to help everybody who needed my help. I wanted to stay late after work, and knock out some extra stuff that I can get ahead on. But setting healthy boundaries is crucial to having a peaceful, balanced life. Okay, saying no when necessary is very important. It allows you to protect your peace, your time, and your energy, and also helps create a balance, a work life balance. Um, Not only that, but it also forces you to respect your personal time. You don't want to stay over for work when you know that you have another engagement, but you're staying over for work because you don't want to tell your boss no. You respectfully ask your boss or whoever, like, hey sir, hey ma'am, can this wait until tomorrow? I have a prior engagement. Don't just do it because you want to be that go-getter, or you won't want to tell your boss no, or you want to get that promotion. No, if your boss seeing that you are managing your work-life balance, that should be even more reason for them to respect you and to honor your wishes. Um, Boundaries empower you to prioritize your well being without being stretched too thin or even feeling guilty. When your work hours is up and it's nothing that's not an emergency, or if it's something that can wait until tomorrow, give yourself a hard stop. And the same thing goes for home life. Say no. You don't always have to be saying yes, 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 because it definitely can increase your anxiety. You're taking on other things that you don't have to take on. It can wait, or just say no. Like, no, I'm not doing that. I just don't have the bandwidth to do so. The seventh habit I want to discuss is knowing when to delegate and don't overcommit to extra projects. So you want to delegate tasks. You don't always want to be that go-getter or that doer. When it comes to work or when it comes to home, if there's a lots of things you need to prioritize your time with, hire a cleaning crew. I do it all the time. If I don't feel like cleaning this 6 bedroom, 3,000 square feet house, I am going to hire my cleaning lady to come over and help clean this house. I don't do baseboards because I have back problems. I don't dust blocks, ceiling fans. I don't vacuum the stairs. She come over and she do a lot of the work for me that I either don't have the time to do or I can't do because of my back issues. So don't feel guilty about delegating. Now, I say hiring, sourcing out different things or hiring a cleaning crew to come clean if to help take that off your hands, but you only can do what's within your means. So if you can't afford to or have the means to hire a cleaning crew, then you have to find other ways to help delegate some tasks. Get the children involved, give them some different chores. You know, Free up some extra time for you to do more things that's more important. Have the kids do some chores, have the spouse do some chores. Do extra additional things around the house. That way you can spend your time maybe meal prepping for the week. I struggled with delegating tasks almost my entire military career because I just like things a certain way. I just like being in control. And, it got to a point where, like, okay, girl, you can't do it all yourself. You got to trust your team. So when I would get new airmen, when I would get new NCOs, new troops, I just made sure I trained them in such a way that I knew they were going to do the task correctly. I didn't have to go behind their backs, or I didn't constantly have to watch over them to make sure they were doing things right. I got to a point where I trusted my team to do things the right way and not to cut corners or not to half-ass things. Excuse my French, but I don't do half nothing. So yeah, so learning to delegate things so that you can prevent that burnout. And burnout is real, y'all. You do not want to get burnt out because you're the yes person. You don't want to give tasks to other people. You want to do it all yourself, or you overcommitting on different projects. So be mindful of that. So habit number 7, know when to delegate. Do not overcommit to extra projects if you don't have to. And outsource, things around the house if you can, or with your business. You don't have to do it all. Outsource things. That way it takes away a lot of stress off your plate. Habit number 8, pick your battles. Picking your battles is very important. Like, all of these habits are very important, but when it comes to picking your battles, not everything requires a reaction. I would be the first person to like challenge someone, or my kids or my spouse. And at the end of the day, I would be the one that, anxiety is through the roof. I remember when I was in uniform, I would come home from work and I would see all the lights on in the house. I would see dishes in the sink sometimes. And instead of coming in the house and saying, hey family, mommy's home. No, I came in the house saying, why's all these lights on? Why is there dishes in the sink? Why this? Why that? Like, and then before I knew it, my anxiety is through the roof. My attitude will be so negative. My family is looking at me like, dang, mommy, you can't say hi. No, I was just focused on people in the house not doing what they're supposed to do. Mommy been at work all day. Y'all been home. Why are these things not done? So I had to learn to just pick your battles. Like, everything doesn't require a reaction. Everything doesn't require an argument or, a disagreement. So picking your battles can definitely help reduce your stress, um reduce the energy. It helps with your emotions, your positivity level. It helps with you creating that harmony in both your personal and professional lives and relationships. You don't want to cause a scene just for the sake of causing a scene. If something doesn't require the tone or the attitude, then just let it go. You will feel a whole lot better about yourself if you can just let things go. It took me a long time to learn that. Like, I still go to therapy. I go to therapy twice a month, and I go because I like to be able to talk to people outside of my immediate circle. And I think going to therapy has also helped me realize, you know, pick your battles. You don't always have to cause a scene, or you don't always have to disagree about something. Just walk away, because at the end of the day, you want to have a better peace of mind. You want to have a healthier lifestyle. So picking your battles, let things slide if it can. Like, it doesn't require an argument, or it doesn't require you to get your panties in a bunch about everything. Trust me, you do not want to live like that. I've dealt with that, and I'm telling you, please pick your battles. The ninth habit we're going to talk about is overspending. Do not overspend. And it's so easy to do, especially this day and time. you know um, don't allow money to burn a hole in your pocket. I know when payday comes, there's been times, in the over the years, where I'm like, I just got paid, why my check gone in 3 days? But when you overspend, it causes financial stress. It leads to financial stress and financial clutter. Spending only on necessary items, can help you save for the future. And who doesn't want to live a life where you have money put away for hard times, for emergencies, for your retirement, for the future? If you are spending, 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 and then at the end of the day, you're not saving for the future, or you're not being mindful of what you're spending your money on, it's going to cause stress in your life, and which is not going to help you live a soft life. You will feel more in control in your life. It'll make it easier for you to achieve your goals without the unnecessary stress. And that's whether you want to save to buy a house, put a nice down payment down on a car, treat yourself to something, a nice, trip out of the country. These are things you want to be looking at. Don't overspend on the day-to-day things that you don't have to overspend on, or you're spending just because you want to, not because you have to. It's not going to help you with living a softer life. Don't overspend. Be mindful of where you're spending your money, because I don't know about y'all. Well, I'm pretty sure all of y'all have looked at your bank account and you're like, dang, I was just splurging. So you do not want to continue living that lifestyle. Make your financial lifestyle more mindful, more intentional. Make sure you're tracking your finances. Make sure that you're not overspending or overindulging, because it's really hard this day and time with people, with the economy and everything, and how everything is just so expensive. So just be mindful of where you're spending your money. And last but not least, you want to create a peaceful and clutter free home. Y'all knew I was going to throw that in there. I'm a planner, I'm an organizer. I like things organized, I like things planned. Your home is your sanctuary. So you want to try to, make sure that you're having a clutter free space. Tidy up the day at the end of the day. Tidy up, deep clean or whatever you need to do over the weekends that help you prepare to have a cleaner home during the week, because we know how the weeks are. Kids, work, sports, all those things can help contribute to the home or your space being cluttered. Regularly declutter, regularly organize, adding some calming elements to your space, like some plants, or maybe in your pantry you want to organize things. Get some bins, organize your stuff in your pantry, clean out your refrigerator. If you don't tend to those things on a regular basis, that can create clutter in your mind, and it will feel like you're all over the place. And that's something you don't want to do. Having a clean home helps you recharge, it helps you find joy. Make your bed. A peaceful home, your home is where you spend a lot of your time at. So you want to make sure that you're creating a balanced foundation, within your space at home. Make sure your desk is tidied up. You want to make sure that you can, release, get rid of certain things that's going to cause extra clutter or extra stress within your work environment or your home environment. So create a peaceful and clutter-free home with whatever space that is. And there you have it. Thank you so much for joining me today as we explored what it really means to ditch the hustle and bustle and embrace a softer, more balanced life. These habits may seem simple, but they can have such a powerful impact on your well being, your energy, and your peace of mind. So remember, living a soft life doesn't mean being unproductive. It means being intentional, protecting your peace, and aligning with what truly matters to you the most. Give yourself permission to slow down, set boundaries, and make time for self care. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And also share with someone who might need a little encouragement to let go of the hustle. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.